Hold up. That's what Travis Kelce's ex looks like? If I was Taylor Swift, I would never get a good night's sleep ever again. Never.
So I just listened to the Taylor Swift album.
'Cause I'm not a black bitch, and I'm not a savage, but I'm scared that you're gonna cheat on me with a black hood bitch, and she's gonna have a fat ass. I have a flat ass.
No, I didn't.
It's hard to heavy coated. I can't help that. I'm that good, baby.
I'm not a black bitch, and I'm not a savage, but I'm scared that you're gonna cheat on me with a black hood bitch, and she's gonna have a fat ass.
'Cause it's giving fascist, but his D is massive, and I love it when he comes inside.
Yeah, I thought white people love Taylor Swift. They not fucking with her album? Like, is it that bad? I'm not gonna listen to it regardless, but like, is it that bad?
So I was just driving home from work, listening to the new Taylor Swift album, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to share my thoughts on Taylor Swift as a Christian. Listen to Taylor Swift if you want. Listen to Kanye West if you want. Listen to Drake. Listen to Kendrick Lamar.
The way that these two women just came for Taylor Swift, you would think that she offed their entire family and got away with it. Pictured above is Heather and below is Azar, and they had some nasty things to say about Taylor Swift. So Heather is good friends with Kayla Nicole. She was even on her podcast 2 months ago, and it's unclear if Azar is also friends with Kayla, but she was defending her on the most recent episode of their podcast. In the episode, Heather was talking about 50 Cent and what he said in a recent interview. 50 was asked if he liked Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce together, and he said that he does. But he also shaded Kayla Nicole, saying he likes Travis with Taylor way better than the last relationship he had. Heather said that the interview was messed up and that he didn't need to bring up Kayla Nicole and bash her on an interview. And with that, I totally agree. There really was no reason for 50 Cent to bring up Kayla at all. Azar agrees with Heather and says you don't need to compare, and then she says she feels bad for Kayla Nicole because Travis is with Taylor now and she's the most unflavored, corny person she's ever seen. She also calls Taylor awkward and weird.
You don't have to compare. And I feel bad for her because it's like now he's with Taylor Swift, who's the most corny, no flavor motherfucker I ever seen. Her food, her song. I saw something that said her music sounds like it's unseasoned chicken.
Poor Taylor
And
Swift.
it's like, no, because she's awkward and weird. And it's like you were with a bad and that you just couldn't keep up with that.
But what Heather and Azar say next makes absolutely zero sense. They imply that because Taylor Swift has more money and is more famous, she's going to put up with more from a man. Wouldn't it be the exact opposite?
So you got with Taylor Swift, who has more money than you, who's more cracking, and she gonna put up with a lot more from you.
And that's what I think it is too. It's just like she has more money, she's more famous, but you'll still never forget this one.
And if I was Kayla Nicole, I would want new friends because they completely reduced her to an sex object in this podcast.
What I want to keep in mind is you cannot go from having this one to having this one and not forget about having with this one.
No.
It's like you don't go from having with this one to this and be like, I'm happy as a man. I saw the mother on stage with Chris Brown. She was back.
Mm-hmm.
And now you with a girl who I don't know how y'all and I don't want to see it. Might have wanted to see the other one. I definitely don't ever want to see that.
So you're saying Travis couldn't possibly ever enjoy himself with Taylor Swift because he had Kayla Nicole? These women are acting like Taylor Swift stole Travis Kelce from Kayla Nicole. Travis Kelce was single for about a year before he even met Taylor Swift. Kayla Nicole says herself that she dumped Travis. But according to Heather and Azar, he's just never allowed to move on and or be happy ever. I'm sorry, but this podcast is two girls telling each other exactly and making absolutely zero sense. Like I said, if I was Kayla Nicole, I would want some new friends because this is absolutely wild.
This is hilarious. The feud between Taylor Swift and Kayla Nicole is non-stopping. It's just escalating.
I'm sure you've seen the podcast, the one with Kayla Nicole's friends talking about Taylor Swift. These are my main takeaways, and I'm just going to leave it there. First, What a sad society that we live in, that as women, thinking that they are supporting a friend would degrade you down to how you are in bed. And that is the biggest miss that he's got. Nothing to do with what you did for him, how you were to him, nurturing, behind him, having his back. And then we disregard any of those things being possibilities of Taylor's character, of how he makes her feel, or how she makes him feel, what she does for him, how she cares for him, how she treats his family. But instead, we spent the majority of our time talking about how what she has in the sack cannot possibly be what Kayla has in the sack. Does that equal happiness? I had no idea, because I have had awful relationships with great bedroom manner and the opposite. Just sad, really sad.
Taylor Swift is going to have to call off that engagement and make something on the same level as Lemonade. I don't know, call it orange juice or something.
That Kayla Nicole girl, she a little unhinged to me. She found out our man was dating Tiana Taylor. She dresses up like Tiana Taylor for Halloween. A weirdo. Now when she dresses up as a singer, Toni Braxton, the girl is a fucking weirdo. She did it again. She dresses up as a singer. Oh my God. And motherfuckers keeps throwing shade and dancing to the song and Taylor the Swifties. Taylor Swift don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Is she Taylor Swift? I can never get behind that hate train for that football player that's dating Taylor Swift.
And listen, I don't even like Taylor Swift like that, but every single time somebody gets on this app and starts complaining about her or has this like visceral, foaming at the mouth, angry reaction about her, immediately, Alexa, play Taylor Swift's new album. Like, thank you for reminding me. There's something about somebody being so aggressively hating on something that makes me immediately want to take the opposite route, because I'm trying to have fun, and you seem like a miserable person. You seem really sad. You seem super eager to feel extreme negative emotions when there's so many. It's a spectrum, babe. It's a spectrum. You don't have to love or hate something. There are so many levels in between those two things. And lucky for me, I prefer enjoying life. So I try to find the good in art and pieces, whether it's the best thing I've ever heard, you know, something that changes my life, or if it's something that's just I get a little shimmy when I hear it. So keep your hating up. You're reminding the rest of us who enjoy life and fun things and sparkles and sunshine to listen to an album that makes us dance. Thank you. And maybe go to therapy, because there's more options than just hating things you don't like just not listening to them, not talking about them. You know your For You page is listening, right? That's why you're seeing this video right now. Ah, got you.
Taylor Swift, a beautiful, very talented, grown-ass woman. Now marinate on that. At what point are we going to admit that Taylor Swift is literally the epitome of a mediocre white woman? Like, y'all still ain't ready to admit that? Okay, let me show y'all something. Mediocrity is taking this song, turning it into this.
See that you remember. Dancing into
Don't ever again say that Taylor Swift is talented. She has not, nor has she ever been talented. That girl, at best, and this is on a good day, is mediocre.
This album flop came at the worst time, adding pressure, especially with her boyfriend becoming part of the conversation. His silence and constant spotlight only makes the drama feel even louder. Meanwhile, Kayla Nicole's viral Halloween video stole the internet, leaving many saying that she won this round effortlessly. And the fan bases are battling daily. The Swifties are on it like hard as possible, because recently they just released and exposed Kayla Nicole's old tweets, which also took the internet by shock, and it made rounds all over all social media platforms. And well,
I've never seen so many people hate on that mediocre white girl as much as I have in the past 24 hours, and it's so good. Oh, it's like a reward.
But I'm not a bad bitch, and this isn't savage. But I'm never gonna let you down. I'm never gonna leave you out. So many traits.
You want to talk about people being obsessed with Taylor Swift? Let's talk about the other side of people who are obsessed with Taylor Swift, and that's the people that are obsessed with hating on her. I will never understand whenever I mention that I like Taylor Swift to someone, them being like, oh my gosh, her music is so bad. She's so bad. You like that? You like listening to this? Like, you think this is good? This is weird because why are you so passionate about this? Why are you so passionate about that? And then it's always the people that are like, oh, well, I like her old stuff though. Interesting. So if I was listening to Taylor Swift's old stuff when I was 8 years old and I'm now 24, what's 24 minus 8? Quickly, 16. So for the past 16 years, there's not been a single Taylor Swift song that you have listened to and been like, oh, like, this is pretty good. Because that's how I know you're lying. That's how I know it's fake. It's all an act. You just want attention. Like, you're so obsessed. I just really hate when people don't let me enjoy things that I want to enjoy without giving their input. You don't hate Taylor Swift, you just love to hate on Taylor Swift, and I think that's kind of odd.
A white man dating a white woman, and it's like only black women mad about it, like, or feel some type of way, trying to throw shade and whatnot. Oh, he got that haircut, he's going back to what? That shit is so weird to me. Like, y'all be trying to push black women to go to white men. I don't know why y'all think the white people got so much money and they treat motherfuckers so much better, bro. And then it's like, if a black man go to a white woman, he gay, he cheating on her, she dumb. But woo, black sister, you got you a white man. I don't understand that shit at all. Like, I be trying to comprehend, but that shit is weird.
Hey, Kayla Nicole, don't be surprised that when 4 years after you break up with Travis Kelce, because yes, Kayla Nicole dumped Travis, don't be surprised that when you are trying to interject yourself into everything, don't be surprised when the Swifties come after you. Don't be surprised. You're not allowed to be surprised because you brought this upon yourself, Kayla. Because you are a classless loser who needs to get a life and go to therapy.
Taylor Swift is focused on his ex, talking about Kayla, but Kayla made an entire costume to make a dig at Taylor for her ex. I think that this is the perfect example of plausible deniability. And I think the whole thing with Kayla and Taylor, if it even is a thing, people are arguing even over that, is a great example of this. People who use social media a lot, so big accounts on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, Twitter, celebrities, influencers, they understand that they have to be passive aggressive on social media because if they're too direct, then they erase the ability for plausible deniability. And plausible deniability means there's a little speck of doubt of like, what did that person actually mean? Were they actually trying to dig at her or, was it something else? People who are shady online do this on purpose because one, it protects them from taking accountability, right? If they were to directly call someone out online, then it takes away that space or that doubt of like what is going on and who it is that they're talking about. It makes it easier for people to pick sides like, oh, you were wrong in doing that, right? If you're more shady and passive aggressive, that's actually celebrated online because then it leaves room for people to kind of talk and speculate. People who are bigger celebrities have a lot of, popularity. They will do this and as a way to protect themselves, but honestly, because they probably don't want to send people your way as well. If they directly attack you, then it could cause your fan base to attack them, or you can obtain a fan base because of their attacks on you, like gaining sympathy in a sense. So for example, if you say, I really hate apples, and then your biggest op then makes a post, I love apples, and whoever hates apples is a horrible person, and yada yada, and their family sucks, or whatever, If you were to address person B, they'll be like, oh no, I wasn't meaning that. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about a different person that hates apples. So because there is that space for doubt, you can't really address them. And that's exactly why they do it, so that they can avoid accountability and act like, I didn't do anything, and kind of let the moment pass, even though they know that it was directed at you and they know that you know that it was directed to you. And again, I swear I don't care about the Taylor Swift and Kayla, situation in a big sense. I just think that unfortunately, celebrities have the spotlight, or they have these opportunities where we as a society can grow from the things that happen to them. And sometimes talking about the things that happen in celebrities' lives or on a big scale, these trendy things, even if they're not celebrities, I think that it's helpful to talk about them as a whole and to reflect on those experiences, because a lot of people can relate to whatever it is that's going on in those situations. So I'm not picking sides. I'm just reflecting on what it is that I am observing.
You too late. It's Benny. The internet is undefeated. We all know this. But yet, we continue to test our luck. This is Kayla Nicole. I have no fucking clue what she does, but what she's known for is being the ex-girlfriend of Super Bowl champion and future Hall of Famer tight end Travis Kelce, who is now the current fiance of Taylor Swift. In the words of Jay-Z, it was all good just a week ago. They was just glazing her last week over her Halloween costume where she was dressed as Toni Braxton, saying, "Go girl, you're not bitter. Fuck him. You're doing just fine. The future's bright." Jesus Trentavious Christ, the tables have turned. That's how quick the internet can get you up out of here. All this woman did was tweet, "Protect black women and respect black women." A message I agree with 100%. I don't know if it was the Swifties or she got some other ops she don't know about, but they seen that tweet and went, "Oh, really?" Then the floodgates opened. They snapped like Gohan going Super Saiyan 2 snapped against Cell. They found her old tweets and did her like the Russians did Denzel at the end of Training Day. Once people start digging up your old tweets, you better have your bags packed for the Shadow Realm, because that's where you're going. They even found this girl's burner account. They found a bunch of old tweets from Kayla where she does not protect or respect any black people, male or female. Hateful tweets against Mexican people, Asian people, Indian people, people with Down syndrome, people who have jobs. She hated everybody on some Charleston White shit. She was collecting every form of hatred like it was Infinity Stones. This demon would hate God and Elmo if given a chance. She had tweets glazing George Bush. You can't make this up. It's like a Dave Chappelle skit. Tweets where she said she liked going after married men because she likes the competition. We all knew that was true thanks to Tiana Taylor. This bitch is a full-blown villain. She makes Frieza look like Pikachu. She was out here moving like Sukuna from JJK. She was getting cooked to dust. So she deletes the tweet, right? But guess what? She put the tweet back up the next day and turned the comments off like that was gonna stop her from getting cooked. They're just gonna quote the tweet with more proof than they had yesterday. We are seeing a full-blown bird at work. Stop trying to delete the old tweets. It's too late, like me. Just get your apology ready and pray.
Listen to literally any artist you want. I believe when you have the Holy Spirit inside of you, you automatically have the authority of discernment and have the power of discernment. I think that the Holy Spirit reveals in you things that are good for your soul and good and adding to your life, and things that are taking away and not. For me, there are Taylor Swift songs that I can absolutely listen to, and it is just a bop. I just want to skip down the block to this, okay? However, there's other Taylor Swift songs where my discernment says, this probably isn't feeding you very well. Whether that be because it makes me think of a season in my life, whether that be because it makes me think of someone else, whether that be because it makes me have a harsh heart towards somebody, or whatever it may be. I have the discernment from the Holy Spirit to know what I can and cannot listen to. As a Christian, we are to always keep our eyes peeled for ways that Satan wants to creep in. And I believe that some of you may not need Taylor Swift and some of you are completely fine. That's my take on Taylor Swift. Does she practice witchcraft? I don't know. I don't know her. I would never know because I've never sat down and had coffee with her and talked to her and got to know her. So therefore, I don't really get to have a judgment. I don't really get to have a judgment based off of what publicity puts out about her. I don't really have judgment about what the public eye sees her as or understands her as or takes from her and picks up from her. I'm sorry, but as a Christian, you don't know her, so you can't say. That's why we all just need to rely on the discernment of the Holy Spirit.
This is the thing about the Kayla Nicole situation, and this is the perfect example of two things can be true at once. Is it entertaining? Is it shady? Is it getting the girls going? Absolutely. Is it petty and just like the perfect little jab and lick back? Absolutely. That's why it's going crazy. But don't overlook the fact that that shit is also corny as hell. Like, I immediately saw it. I'm like, ugh, she eating it up, like body tea. Funny, once the lyrics click, it's like, oh, okay, I see exactly what's going on here. That doesn't change the fact that they've been broken up for like 3 years now, and he literally is engaged to another woman. You could not pay me to feed into that type of bullshit on that grand scale of the costume and the music and a full-fledged produced video. A man don't want you, a man don't want you. It's no reason to be going around on the merry-go-round. And the last thing in my head is like, okay, obviously she's single. Why would a man even want to pursue you though, and you're steady feeding into this shit? This old shit. You haven't even got over that. You're in the public eye. Why would I want anything to do with that and you still dealing with that mess? So did she eat it up? Yes. It's still corny and it's still lame.
But I'm not a bad bitch, and this isn't savage. Because I'm not a princess, and this ain't a fairy tale.
I love Taylor Swift. I love her. And I'm on my couch right now reflecting on the life of the showgirl. You guys, what was that? I'm like trying to take it in. I am definitely trying to keep an open mind, but I think it's just more so, I don't think we all expected that, right? I think we all expected the life of a showgirl, glitz and glam, and just like maybe some reputation and, you know, I don't know, just, I don't know. I love her though. I love her. But what's going on? Like, it's a joke, right? Part of me thinks we're gonna wake up and then there's gonna be like a whole another album. You know what I mean? I don't know. Please comment if you have anything to say about this, because like the songs are good, but it's just not what I expected.
I hate to be the one to say it, but maybe you just don't like the album. I feel like we're forgetting that things can be that simple. Maybe you just don't like it. I've been seeing people say things like, I just feel like she's gotten lazy. I just feel like she's trying this. I just feel like she's maybe you just don't like it. And that's it. Maybe you don't like it, and that doesn't say anything about her or her artistry. Not everything is about you. Not everything is made for you. As someone who, I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine. I'm probably not going to listen to it again. That's okay. I don't understand why everyone thinks that like their personal opinion has to be this like long form think piece about the way that society is moving and the way that women and the way that this. No, you just didn't like the album. That's it. I don't know what convinced people on the internet that their opinion makes them like some kind of social phenomenon or voice of the people. But like, you're just like not everything has to be a crazy take. You just didn't like it.
Oh my God, I'm living for this whole Taylor Swift thing. Go to her page, 33 million followers, and then read the comments in her comment section. The Swifties are totally turning on her. And you want to know why? Because they're just as narcissistic as she is. They bought every single album she produced that now they say they hate. They say that her music now is like too unoriginal and that she hasn't grown with her music and she didn't put enough into it. And, she keeps bringing up ex-boyfriends that she shouldn't be bringing up anymore. And she's selling too much merch. And they even called her MAGA. They said she's MAGA now because she was like for the family. She printed something on a hat that says, save the family, because she's probably thinking about having a kid. But this is the thing. She's one of the most narcissistic people out there. This woman flies around on a jet more than I rode the subway, and I rode the subway 6 times a day in New York City when I lived there. Taylor Swift is nothing but a commodity. She's been bought. She's been produced. She's been branded. She says she did it all herself. Bullshit. How fast did she make this fucking album? Who did she pay to use the rights to their songs to make it sound better? And she's talking about boyfriends again. Thank God she can like write music at least a little bit, because the singing and the dancing,
Y'all, one thing I know, Kayla Nicole having a good weekend. And I'll just leave it at that.
Why has Taylor Swift not addressed the allegations? This is a real question to all the Swifties. People are accusing her of writing lyrics with racist undertones on her newest album, and she has said nothing about it. And it's just like really confusing, because at a time like this, I feel like that's something she should address, like, absolutely address. Now, what I have heard is that the lyric about the savage thing is about Meg Thee Stallion, because apparently Trav used to have a thing for Megan Thee Stallion. I really don't know. But I just feel like it's very similar to the stuff with Kanye back in the day, when Kanye mentioned her on Life of Pablo and they talked about it prior, and then she acted as if like she never knew about it, but luckily they had a recording of her saying it was fine. And it just seems like she likes to play these like little games, and I think she should just address it. Just a really strange thing to do.
Taylor Swift, you have no idea what you just caused. You just created a million new Charlie XCXs. I am Charlie XCX. I just bought new turntables. You just created an army of DJs. You just summoned an army of party girls. And we're all going to Starbucks to order the Charlie XCX drink. An extra grande matcha because it looks like the Brat album. And we're going to get extra cold foam on top because we're bumping that. Are you happy now? Is this what you wanted? You have no idea what you just caused. And if they refuse to write our names, Charlie XCX, on the cups, we're getting everyone fired. We'll take the whole institution down with us. All of it. I hope you're happy, Taylor Swift.
So it's like shade on shade, one after the other. Both sides aren't backing down, and black women are in this for Kayla. Well, tell me what you think down in the comments. Do you think we've had enough of it, or this should keep going? Let me know what you think down in the comments.
Thank you for watching Great Minds Blacks.